Okay, so we're gonna explain to you how to put up one of these mosquito nets. So inside here, you're gonna have your mosquito net, which is gonna have your rope on it. And then inside here, you're also gonna find this little stick. And you're gonna need to open that up and put it together. Okay, so this is how you put up your net. So the first thing you wanna make sure is that your rope is tied on. So you've got 2 tabs at the top and your rope goes through and makes a triangle with this toggle. So you have that in there nice and secure. Then between the 2 tabs, you're gonna put your little stick inside. So it just suspends between the 2 of them. And that's just gonna give some more strength and support to your net and create some more space inside for you. So a couple of things to remember when you're hanging up your net is that you want to make sure it's touching the floor and that you're tucking it in around you. So we're going to hang this one from a beam. So we've got our beam up here and we're going to just put the string around it. You may want to, you've got someone tall in your team at this point. There you go. And then just tie that on. And you want to make sure that you tie it so that not like this. So if it's not touching the floor, then your net is now useless. But when this ties, it's gonna just scoot on down there, and now it's touching the floor. So a couple of things to remember about your net is that you don't want it to be touching you when you're sleeping. And so with these ones, it's really important that you weight it out at the bottom. So you're gonna spread that net right out around you, and if you've got a sleeping mat, then you can use your mat to spread it out around you. You can also maybe use a shoe to weight it out, or a water bottle, or your bag, or anything else you have to create your little home inside your net. It is important to remember that if you're sleeping on a wooden floor, you want to make sure you're sleeping on a mat and that you're tucking that mat in around your net in under the mat. Otherwise the mosquitoes might come up through the floor and then they can bite you that way. So this will stop the mosquitoes from biting you, but you do want to make sure that you're not touching the edges of it, otherwise the mosquitoes could land on the edge of that mosquito net and still bite you through it. So make sure you've got plenty of space inside like we do. And it's also important to know that when your mosquito net first comes out, when you first get it out, if it's just been treated, then it's gonna kind of feel weird to touch, like you're gonna feel it on your skin. And so we wanna make sure that we hang them up for 24 hours before you use it. So before you go on outreach, you can hang them up. If they haven't just been treated, that's fine, you don't need to do that. But it is important that you don't wash it before outreach, because you might wash that treatment off, but you do want to make sure that when you come back from outreach, you wash them in cold water, in a cold wash, and hang them up to dry, not putting them on the dryers. And that is how you put up your mosquito net.